Well, despite the fact that we still are more than a month away from any potential interest rate cuts by the central bank, some are saying that if you were sitting on the sidelines, perhaps now is the window of opportunity for buyers to take the plunge. So let's hear more about this. Leah Zlatkin is an expert at lowestrates.ca, also a licensed mortgage broker. Leah, you come on the show frequently to talk about these kind of matters. This is an interesting position that you're kind of taking here. Your advice here is maybe now is the time to lock in, despite the fact that there is this assumption rates will go down later this year, but you're saying maybe now is the advantageous time to buy. Why is that?
It could be a great time for people to buy. Right now, we're seeing record numbers of listings month over month. We've seen sales prices go up slightly from March, but year over year, we're actually looking at lower sales prices for homes. In the GTA, we're hovering just over $1 million for a home. And in terms of condos, there's lots of inventory. So if you're looking to get into one of those homes and you're willing to pay a slightly higher interest rate while you wait out the rates, this is a great time to buy, especially if you're pre-approved.
So despite that, knowing that, or making this grand assumption, as many are, and many experts are, that the rates are going to come down, why would you want to lock in at a higher rate right now? Or I suppose maybe lock in is the wrong choice of words.
So lock in is a bit of a nuance. What is the good opportunity, or what is good for the timing, is that a lot of people are not pre-approved. A lot of people can't qualify for the mortgages at today's rates. If you can qualify for the mortgages at today's rate, there's a lot of inventory and you're going to have less competition. As soon as rates start going down, competition's going to heat up. More people will qualify than there are today.
That's a good point. And I suppose with that comes potentially inflated prices. So it's a matter of, are you paying more over here or kind of more over here? Is that effectively your argument?
Exactly. So do you want to pay less for the home, or do you want to pay more? When there's a huge supply and decreased demand, then you can get a deal as a buyer.
What is it you're hearing and seeing from the sort of analysts who look at this? I know you're sort of on the mortgage broker side of things here, so you're not sort of doing the forecasts. But if we see a 25, 50, and then 75 basis point cut, what could happen to the housing market? We've already seen a lot of supply. Is it just going to be the demand? Is it going to rapidly catch up?
I think the demand will rapidly catch up. What we need to keep in mind is that right now, variable rates, there are a couple of really great deals on the market where you're getting prime minus, 1%. But in general, the variable rates have not actually beat out the fixed rates. So right now we're looking at a 3-year fix as a sweet spot for many people. In terms of those rates, they're going to be your easiest to qualify on, or a 5-year fix might be even better for you to qualify on.
And is that sort of where you're guiding a lot of your clients right now? Is that 3-year?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to kind of wait out the storm, see where things net out, and then at a later point reevaluate whether that's the right way to go. If you're very bullish on the market, it is a good time to consider variable as well. Yeah,
right. Because I mean, assuming that, I mean, as the variable rate, as the overnight rate comes down, likely your interest rate comes down as well. There's always that gamble, though, right? Because I mean, we were talking to Paul Bagnall from B&M Bloomberg earlier, talking about, well, we're looking at what the London Central Bank is going to do. We're watching what the U.S. Fed is going to do, and of course, we're watching Bank of Canada. There are so many factors at play.
Yeah, absolutely. And those job number reports, which are coming up very soon, are going to be a big indicator of where the market's going to go and what the Bank of Canada might choose to do on June 5th.
You mentioned something really interesting about the fact that a lot of clients can't get pre-approved at these current rates here. That sort of gives that other opportunity here. So if you are in the fortunate position, is that more likely people who already own homes, or is that people, I mean, getting into the market now is so hard?
Well, many people are pre-approved. It's simply about reaching out to a broker and understanding whether you can qualify for a home. If you've got good income and low liabilities, meaning you don't have a lot of payments, it's absolutely the right time to qualify.
And when you talk about that, are people looking that you're talking to, is this like the condo market or the home market or is it just all overall?
Well, in general, the condo market does have a very high number of listings right now. So if you're looking to get into condo, it's an absolutely wonderful time. If you're looking to get into a home, there certainly are a lot of listings. Like I said, the prices for sales are slightly up month over month compared to March, but they're down compared to last year. So it is a good opportunity. What's
the sort of, I'm not talking about negotiating with a mortgage broker, but in terms of what you see from your buyers in terms of their ability right now to negotiate with sellers?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would look at neighborhoods where there are a lot of listings, and I would talk to a realtor, a very good realtor, somebody who's reputable, and get them to sort of compare the market. If you're going in and bidding on maybe the second best house of 5 houses in one neighborhood, you might be able to get a really good deal on that second best house, knowing that people are probably going to aim for the first. You might slide in on the second.
Okay, really, it's a lot of food for thought this morning. Really appreciate this. Leah Zlatkin from lowestrates.ca. Appreciate your time again.
Thank you so much for having me.